And you guys used to be such great executive produce. Welcome, everybody. This is Dycedarg Tybolt here, bringing you a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII. This is the PlayStation 4 re-release. Not the remake, but the re-release. So it has trophy support, certain other things for good quality of life, and it is just the superior version of the game. Now, I've played this game off and on for about 17 years, maybe. 16. And I used to really dislike it. I mean, it was not my favorite game. Back in the day, I didn't like RPGs, and this was sort of the main one I always looked at with like scorn and disdain. And it took me about 10 years to actually finish the game, and when I did, I decided it was probably the worst game I'd ever finished in my life. Now that's crazy. There are much worse games than this game, and in fact, now I like this game. I've come completely full circle, and I think it's one of the better games in the Final Fantasy series, and definitely one of the most important RPGs ever made. That should come as no surprise to many people. It's obviously considered a masterpiece and a classic by many. I don't know if I would consider it a masterpiece. I still somewhat dislike this game in some ways. There are things about it I don't always agree with, but I think it's an overall extremely fun game, and it deserves a lot of the credit it gets by gamers. So we're gonna go ahead and begin here. Yeah, like I said, this is the PS4 version. It hypes the remake that's apparently going to come out one day and has additional credits for this version. We don't need to worry about any of that. Let's just start a new game. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Actually, that is somewhat useful, because we can get no encounter by pressing L3 plus R3, which, that can be nice. The 3 times speed is the main thing I like, and Battle Boost is basically just God mode. I never use that ever, so don't worry about that. I think that that's sort of cheating. Another thing about this version is they switched this circle and X to sort of more traditional PlayStation controls. In the original game, X was cancel. Yes, X was cancel, not select, which is how it is in Japan, but not in America, so they fixed that here. It took me a little while to get used to, actually, because I'm used to playing the old game, but yeah, it's way better now. So let's get started. And one of the things about this game that makes it so important is if you look at every other RPG made around this time, they were really sort of slowly getting into 3-dimensional graphics. I'm not sure if there are many before this one that had full 3D. I know that Wild Arms had 3D battles, but then you have other games that were on the PlayStation that came up before it, like Arc the Lad and Suikoden 1 and these sorts of games that were all 2D still. They all kind of look like slightly better looking SNES games, and they have like a tiny amount of 3D effects. But Final Fantasy VII is the first one that's fully 3D, fully pre-rendered backgrounds, everything kind of made for this game. And it also is, I believe, the very first RPG with full motion video. There might have been some on like one of the earlier, weirder consoles like the 3DO or like the Sega CD or something, but this game was the first of its kind and sort of has separated role-playing games into 2 categories at this point. Those with FMVs and kind of long movie sequences, and those without. We got a nice futuristic setting here. A lot of things were different in this game. It's pretty cool. I've come to appreciate it much more as I've aged. It even has trains and billowing smoke factories and all sorts of stuff. Japanese on the buildings. Alright, take those guys out. Yeah! The graphics in this game don't really hold up. If you intend on playing this game, I think this will be the hardest thing for anybody who has never played it before. Just these days, because the graphics are so goofy. Okay, yeah, but I mean, we're right in the action here. That's what I really like about this one. Okay, newcomer. We are ex-soldier. First thing we're gonna do is configure some stuff. The bit windows, they look terrible. We want fully red windows because red is the best color. Come on. Giving me crap. Whatever. There we go. Yeah. Just do exactly what it is in reverse, except with red. This is the first thing we always do when we start a new Final Fantasy VII game, is change the windows, because blue is lame, and red is amazing. But I do like the color shades. There you go. Now we're ready. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're really playing the game. First thing we gotta do, talk to this guard, get a potion. Top secret thing you can also do, if you talk to him again, you get another potion. Usually you're supposed to talk to that guard over there to get the second potion, but you can get it here. Okay, so because we're going for all the trophies in this game, first thing we want to actually do, pause the game real quick. Let's look at some trophies. Wherever the heck they are. There we go. So, if we look at the trophies, we can see that one of them is having your whole party fall in battle. So, one thing you can do is just kill yourself on this battle, and you'll get that trophy, and then you could start over and get the first blood battle. I'm not going to worry about it. At some point, we will probably fall in battle. If not, you can just have it. You can just do it to yourself at any time. It's a simple trophy to get. Your basic attack is far stronger than anything they've got. So, and we've also got magic. We can use ice and bolt, shove a lightning bolt up their butt. Just have it done. Yep. And he can swing that sword like it's a piece of paper. Silly, silly. First trophy, unlocked. Easy stuff. Now... Okay. Okay, yeah, apparently I was in Soldier. Apparently we're now in Avalanche. Okay, they're enemies of Avalanche. Question. Yeah, I quit, and I joined the enemy. I'm a traitor. And we're named Cloud. Yeah, he's a very famous video game character. He's in Super Smash Bros. Now. This is where he's from. No other Final Fantasy game has Cloud except for Tactics and I guess like those crossover games. Dissidia, but... He's Biggs! I mean, he's from Star Wars. Everyone knows who Biggs is. He gets killed by Darth Vader. Oh, Cloud is kind of just whatever. Alright, we got this big black guy. I like him. Yep, we should split up so we can be ambushed and picked off one by one. It's a good plan. Okay, North Mako reactor. Or Mako. He doesn't trust me. So, okay. His name is Barrett. Whenever I used to play this game, I would always name him Mr. T, because he looks just like Mr. T. But I like him now a lot more than I used to, so I give him his due as Barrett. Okay. Talk to this guy, I can't. Alright. Not much to see over here, unfortunately. Not much to do. Okay, yeah, there's Japanese on the signs. It says warning. Intruder. Alright. Let's go see what's over here. Talk to this guy. He'll secure our escape passage. Okay, his name is Wedge. Yep, that makes sense. And we can just fast forward these. Thanks to the ×3. It's not an issue. Peanuts experience. Let's keep moving, man. Also, this music is so good. And then they change it to being not so good. Yes. Oh, okay, it wasn't his first time. It's my first time. Mako energy. I'm gonna call it Mako. I know in Japanese it's pronounced Mako. It's probably more correct, but we're pronouncing it Mako here, because I think that's just more common. Alright, so it's oil. That's fine. Seems like it's logical. Yeah, good. Set for some codes. You know what? I don't know. How many Bogdans died? A lot of Star Wars references in this game, by the way. There's a treasure chest down here. This is what the treasure chests in this game look like. Weird yellow boxes. They get me a Phoenix down. That's nice. Pads your pillow and lets you revive yourself. Push that button over there. Sure. Need 2 people to operate this elevator. Okay. So basically, we're an environmentalist group. The planet is dying, and we are fighting the people that are drilling for oil. Okay. I guess Soldier worked for Shinra, which is the people who are drilling for the oil. Fine. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in here worth getting. Okay, here's a new enemy. These are... Oh, if you press select, you can get First Ray. So these guys are a little tougher than the soldiers we've been fighting up to this point, but not hard at all. And the animations in this game take a really long time. Any machine enemy you ever see in this game will always be weak to lightning, so that's a really nice thing to remember. It's a good, consistent thing. Cool. We gained some gil. Gil is the money. Okay, I accidentally left the room. Okay, cool. Thanks, Jesse. Giving us a little pep talk. If you're playing the PlayStation version, that would have been the circle button. Sometimes if you read a FAQ for this game and you're trying to follow along with it and you're playing this version, it will be a little tricky because the X and circle are reversed. Everything else is the same, though. Alright. Yep, we're climbing down. Like, it seems like there'd be an easier way to get to the bottom floor here than what we're doing, but, you know, hey. Walking along these unsafe pipes. And here's a save point. You access the menu to save your game. I'm gonna do that. Seems like a good plan. Level 7, alright. Yeah, so this is a perfect enemy, the sweeper, for the bolt spell. If we don't use it, it'll take multiple attacks to take down, but we have the bolt spell, which should finish it off in one hit. Yep. Awesome. 27 experience, pretty good. Okay, here's another new enemy. First we'll take out the sweeper with the bolt, and then these are grunts. They are what they sound like, grunts. They punch you in the face. Okay. Barrett is not strong enough to kill him on his own. Alright. It's a very sad story, Barrett. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this game uses a real-time battle system, has a lot of interesting little wrinkles to it, but by and large it's pretty much like the earlier games. If you've played 4 through 6, it's not that different. Okay. Receive restore material, good. We'll get into what that is later. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I have to set a bomb apparently. Watch out. Isn't just a reactor, huh? Okay, thanks. White text. Even knowing the story of this game, I don't know what that means. Somebody wants to tell me, I'd love to hear it. Alright. And now we're fighting the first boss of the game, the Guard Scorpion. In every Final Fantasy up to this point, since 4 anyway, there's been a boss that acts as a tutorial for the active time battle system. This is that boss for Final Fantasy VII. So he's locked onto Barret. As long as we keep using Bolt and we are a little careful, we shouldn't have any trouble with this guy. However, he's like kind of a newbie trap. It is possible, very possible, to lose this battle. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't do very much damage on the surface, but... Okay, searching for me, I guess? Keep going. I'm waiting for him to use a very specific attack, move, or thing. Okay, so use Scorpion Tail. Once he uses this, it means in a moment he's going to change his... I'm not going to even bother to attack because I'm aware of what he's going to do any moment. Yeah, here he goes. He's changing his stance to this guard stance. That's why he's called the Guard Scorpion. They're saying attack while its tail up. It's going to counterattack with its laser. It's very badly translated. What it says is don't attack with its tail up. It will counterattack with its laser. This is why it's possible to lose this battle, because some idiot translated that completely wrong. And they tell you, oh, you should attack with its tail up so it won't counterattack with its laser. No, it's the other way around. Person who translated it. So we just have to sit here and wait for a while, and then it'll put its tail back down. We can use our limit break, which is built up over the course of this, I guess, mission, and we'll get a trophy for using it, and it should finish him off. Or come close. Alright, didn't finish him off, but as you can see, that's like a powerful attack for us that costs us nothing. It should be pretty close to being dead, so I don't want to use any more Bolt if I can avoid it. Well, it's taking a lot longer than I thought. Just attack. Come on, Barret. You got this. Oh my god. Alright, let's speed it up. Alright. I try not to speed things up unless I'm grinding in this game, which I rarely ever do. Especially since I plan on not grinding at all. I'm gonna get every secret character, I'm gonna get every item possible, every conceivable permutation I will be trying to get. There we go, finally. Man. So for beating the Guard Scorpion, we get 100 experience, 10 AP, and an assault gun, which is an upgrade for Barret. But... so now we gotta get out of here. We have 10 minutes to detonation. Can we make it out in time? Find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. Thanks for joining me.